Hello everybody, how are you doing? Welcome back to Man City Unplugged, your very own Man City fan channel. We have a new scorecard today that is automatic, so let us see how that works. But the match is almost about to start. It will be an interesting match. It will be a difficult match because West Ham away has traditionally not been easy for us. Last season, okay, we struggled till Haaland went on and scored that brace, 2 goals, and then before that as well, if you remember, I think 2 seasons back when Gundogan scored that beautiful goal against Aston Villa. I mean, to win us the title. That season, the second last match, West Ham were 2-0 up, and we had to come back 2-2. So West Ham away has never been an easy match for us. So let's see how it goes. I think the scorecard is actually starting. I think it could work well. Let us see. Let us see how it goes. But I'm actually intrigued a bit by the lineup. To be fair, the lineup has been very interesting. Jeremy Doku of the left. No one. I mean, that's how they've actually shown on your TV apps and whatever it is, and streaming apps, and also I mean, with City, it's always like, until you see the people coming onto the field and lining up, you never know how they're going to line up.
Not expected, the other very much expected. What can
But Doku on the left could be very, very interesting, I would say. Just a second, we have a bit of a problem here. I don't know why the sound was coming out. Let's let's get a few things right actually. Let's get a few things actually right. Sorry for the apologies. It's a bit of a technical problem going on here, so please stay with me for a bit. Yes, I think now it should be fine. Now we are all set to go. Yes. Yes, now we are all set to go, to be fair. Yeah. The lineup for me is the lineup for me is very, very interesting. City's lineup, yeah, Bernardo is playing on the right, Kyle Walker overlapping, Doku is on the left, West Ham are sitting back. We have to remember West Ham, I think they was it at the London Stadium? I don't know, but they defeated. I don't know, but they defeated Brighton 3-1 or something. That's superb from Phil Foden over there. Look at it. Bernardo Silva, Kyle Walker, Phil Foden there. Bernardo Silva not coming on the overlap. It's Phil Foden making the run. West Ham players do not know whether to stay with Bernardo or whether to go with Phil Foden. I think Phil Foden and Bernardo Silva playing on the right hand side with Kyle Walker is just going to be superb. Walker could use that pace to go up and down, whereas Bernardo and Foden could keep the ball and do the technical stuff. And on the left hand side as well, you could have your Jeremy Doku providing the pace and maintaining the width, and then you could have your Julian Alvarez and probably when someone like a Rodri, occupying those channels. This is going to be fascinating. Doku on the left is going to be very exciting. Number one reason is he could just cut inside with the ball. This is almost similar to what Pep Guardiola told Raheem Sterling when he came on earlier. Take the ball and just run it, defenders. Don't care if you lose the ball or not. I wonder if Pep Guardiola had given such instructions to Phil Foden. I don't know. Look at Lucas Paqueta over there, retaining the ball under such high pressure. And that's why City wanted him. To be fair. There's a bit of a scuffle going on there. And Josko Guardiola using his brain to pass it back, and City regain control of the ball through Manuel Akanji, Edison, Ruben Diaz. I think has to be one of our strongest back four here. You could just argue Akanji, Stones, Ake. Okay, you could say Stones is a bit more technical on the ball, but Ake is one of the best 1v1 in the league, and Akanji is superb in 1v1 defending. So I think it's almost of the same level. Stones, Akanji, Ake, Phil Foden with the run. That is a great ball from Erling Haaland over there. Probably could Foden have nudged it to Doku. I do not know. Let us see it again. Could Foden have nudged it to Doku? I do not know. Haaland, no, Doku wasn't even in the picture. That's a good. That's good tracking back from West Ham. I think it's great. Dawson, no, Dawson is at Wolves. Come on. I think it's Ogard. Yes, Ogard and Zuma, the centre backs. So Julian Alvarez and Phil Foden. Phil Foden with his outswinger. That's well defended. You would expect West Ham to defend corners well, but then I would expect even City to go and compete. This is not the City of 3 4 years back. When 3 years back, where we physically do not have a presence in the box. You count our physicality, and we are up there with the best in Europe. Guardiola, Rodri, Ruben Diaz, Manuel Akanji, Haaland up front. You literally can name 5 or 6 players who are extremely good physicality wise in the box. Jeremy Doku with the ball for the first time in the match. Jeremy Doku does well to retain the ball. Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker back to Rodri. I mean, West Ham are sitting back, City are camping on West Ham's box, but I wouldn't say that one team has an advantage over the other because that is the game plan of West Ham, that is the game plan of City. So each of them are sticking to the game plans. This is a battle of two different football philosophies. This is a battle of two different tactical this thing. That's a very good cross from Jeremy Doku, well headed away by Kurt Zuma. Could have easily headed it back into his own net. Wonderful play by Jeremy Doku. Look at it. The defender does not know whether to let him inside, outside, because Doku is very good. I don't know if most people know it, but Doku is very good on either feet. It's 6 minutes and City are already purring. How did that not go in? How did that not go in? Guys, how did that not go in? I do not know how did that not go in. Good save by Ariola. Ariola does well. He's in my fantasy team as well. But I had to keep him out for this game. Never ever will I keep him inside, especially for a game against City. I know they were all West Ham players there, but you had to score from there. You had to score from there. That's another corner for City. City are just bombarding West Ham with corners. David Moyes knows City have a significant presence in the box. Guardiola, Diaz, Akanji, Rodri. These are some of the Haaland. These are some of the best headers of the ball in European football. Okay, this is not a corner, but still. Josko Guardiola. That's a very good ball. Walker just moved inside faster. Ruben Diaz almost picked out Walker, but you can see the improvement in Walker's game, the runs which Walker's making, and everything. It's so good. Could we just do something to the scorecard so that it shows time as well? Let us see. No, it's not showing time, so I think we'll have to tweak it. Otherwise, it's not showing time. Jeremy Doku with the ball. Josko Guardiola, Jeremy Doku. It's a throw in for City. It's a throw in for City. Jeremy Doku has Sofal on toast, I would say. Sofal is not knowing whether Doku is going to go inside, outside. So City have started on the front foot. City have started fast, but in this sort of clash of philosophies, you can never say that one team is over the other. JSK is here, JSK. Good to see you again after a city and long international break. The international break was just stupid with no football and Doku was great. Yeah, JSK, how are you, mate? First, and Doku is like, I would say Doku is better in some aspects, but again, I think in matches where you'd want control, you probably play Grealish. But then again, I sort of agree with you, JSK. I think one flank you play the Bernardo or Grealish, and on the other flank you play someone like a Doku. I think that's gonna be the template. One flank is for technical people, and one flank is for people who have that burst of pace, so that we can just mix it up, switch it up. By the way, JSK, what do you think about Liverpool and their start to the season? Do you think? I mean, I've actually been asking this question to a few people, and who do you think are going to be a title challengers this season? Is it going to be Liverpool? Is it going to be City? Sorry, is it going to be Arsenal or is it going to be Liverpool? Or do you even see Spurs as a challenger? JSK says, nah, Greece frustrates me a lot. Only back passes and JSK sometimes think, for example, you're playing Real Madrid and there is Vinicius Junior and Rodrigo who are ready to go on the counter. In those situations, I don't think you can afford someone who is a bit flamboyant like Doku, because you lose the ball once, one ball over the top, Vinicius Junior is away. So I think in those sort of matches, I probably think he'll play Grealish over Doku. But then again, I think it's two different kind of players. I think they're suited to different kind of games. So Bernardo Silva on the ball, Bernardo Silva loses the ball. JSK is Arsenal and Liverpool. Well, JSK, I want one answer. Like, do you think is it Arsenal or is it Liverpool? Who do you see as the closest challengers? Is it going to be Arsenal or is it going to be Liverpool? Tell me one team out of those two, because that is the struggle. That is the struggle. Because I've been speaking to a lot of people and they've been telling some Arsenal, some Liverpool, not with much most of not with much clarity. So that's why I wanted to put this question to you: Arsenal or Liverpool? West Ham are away on the break, but City shape is very good here. City shape is very good, and Rodri there as well. City shape is extremely good. City shape is extremely good, and 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 you actually see. I mean, this is interesting. You see Gerard Bowen running, and Josko Guardiola just. Bowen had a head start, and Josko Guardiola came from behind and overtook him. Now suddenly you have Walker and Guardiola. Guardiola is far quick as well. Not Walker quick, but Guardiola is one of the quickest centre backs in Europe. So suddenly that counter-attacking threat it will not be like Bowen is against Weltman or Webster or someone who does not have pace. JSK says can't comment. None of them played a top six. You're smart, JSK. So you're smart, JSK. So you mean to say you're telling indirectly almost that Manchester United is not top six. Wow. And even Chelsea is not top six. I like it, mate. I like it. Wow. This is interesting. CSK says Newcastle after conceding 5 from Brighton. I don't think they are any big six, but that could. I mean, Brighton's interesting, JSK. Brighton's interesting because Everton beat Brighton 4-0, 5-1 or whatever last season, and then they went and defeat Arsenal last season 3-0, 3-1, whatever, 3-0 I think. And this season as well, Brighton beat Newcastle and Brighton lose to West Ham 3-1, 4-1. And so Brighton is always an interesting team. I think their philosophy is such that with Brighton, I think if a team can just sit back and hit on the break, you don't need complex tactics. I mean, the more complex tactics with Brighton, what I've observed is with more complex tactics, you lose to Brighton. With Brighton, it should be simple: sit back, hit on the break, ball over the top, hit on the break. So Brighton's interesting, but with Newcastle, I think I was actually having this discussion with a friend as well. We were speaking, will Heady balls given away? Doku, track back. Doku, track back. Look at the tracking back of Doku over there. This is wonderful. Josko Guardiol, Bernardo Silva, Jeremy Doku to Rodri to Doku already looks, he's just had, I think, couple of training sessions with Pep and he already looks like he's been at City for a long time. This could be a perfect scouting move. Jeremy Doku for us. Ah! Haaland! How can you miss that? Erling! How can Erling Haaland miss that? I don't know. Seemed like a straightforward chance to me, to be honest. Erling Haaland. I just don't know how can he miss that. He was on Haaland should be scoring their back post. This is wonderful from Jeremy Doku. Josko Guardiol. Haaland should be scoring that. That is an open goal. Erling Haaland has missed an open goal, guys. Erling Haaland has missed an open goal. My God. Erling Haaland's missed an open goal. Now West Ham are on the attack. Well done, Doku. Jeremy Doku seems very good defensively as well. But this is City's first test now. Who is on the corners for West Ham? James Ward-Prowse. This is going to be very interesting for City. James Ward-Prowse. James Ward-Prowse is on the corner for City. Sorry, he's on the corners for West Ham. I wish I could say James Ward-Prowse. JSK does it every time, but that's such an open goal, right? JSK Haaland should be scoring. But the combination play already seems excellent, right? The positive side of it. Jeremy Doku, Josko Guardiol, Guard. I mean, this is again interesting. Doku is not coming inside. He's okay coming till the box, but Doku is not coming inside. It's Josko Guardiol. It's a goal kick, I think. Interesting. Gerard Bowen has taken the kick and not James Ward-Prowse. I don't know why. That's well defended by City, I would say. That's very well defended by City. But it's interesting that Doku is sitting on the outside and Guardiol is getting inside and Guardiol's crossing is excellent. And on the other side, Walker staying on the outside and your Bernardo Silvas and Fodens are getting on the inside. This is very good. JSK says Doku plays like Sane. He plays like even Vinicius Junior. JSK. I don't know. I somehow get vibes of more than Sane. I get vibes of Vinicius Junior from Doku. I mean, the fearlessness with which he takes on defenders and the stuff. And one thing with Doku that is different from both Vinicius Junior and Sane is Doku's defensive work rate, at least against Fulham and here, is just top class. At least even now, he made 2-3 sprints back. Doku's defensive work rate is top class. I don't think you have many wingers who are flamboyant, who are very good one-on-ones and have that kind of a work rate. Doku's work rate is phenomenal defensively. JSK's are more like Winnie, yes, is right footed. That's true. And along with it, I think Doku has a work rate of. I mean, whom can we compare the work rate of Jeremy Doku with? He has a better work rate than even Raheem Sterling. I think Raheem Sterling's work rate was very good. Maybe you could say Doku's work rate is almost like Raheem Sterling esque or even a Bernardo Silva esque, dare I not say. But Doku seems like an engine to me. Up and down, up and down. They're finding Doku again. Jeremy Doku, wonderful touchdown. Tried to shoot, but that's fine. JSK is Conor Gallagher. JSK, let's not bring Chelsea players into this conversation. Let's not, for the sake of respect, let's not bring Chelsea players into this conversation. Yeah, but Conor Gallagher's work rate is very good. I would say Bernardo Silva's work rate is extremely good. I think for the best work rates in the PL, I would say Bernardo Silva. I mean, I give top 5, not in any order. I would say Bernardo Silva. Lucas Paqueta's work rate is extremely good as well. They call him the pressing demon, you know. When City were linked with Lucas Paqueta, I looked up a few things about him, why Pep Guardiola wants him and all. And it's like they call him a pressing demon. Just because it's true, he sucks in everything except for great. That is true. Yes. Okay, what else do you expect from Chelsea player? I don't know. Conor Gallagher is another interesting one for me because when he was at Crystal Palace, Conor Gallagher was very good actually. I quite liked him. You know, he could. It was almost like he ran very strongly with the ball. You could not dispossess him. He was a very good box to box player. He had a very good shot on him. He conducted the midfield well and stuff. And suddenly, I think with Casido. Let's get back to it. But Jeremy Doku is on the ball. Josko Guardiol, Bernardo Silva, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Manuel Akanji. City are patiently building up. Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden. Ah, the turn from Foden was very good. That is the speciality of Foden again. He's one of the best. He is the best in the league in terms of taking the ball and turning. Look at that. Look at Phil Foden on half turn over there. That is exceptional from Foden. Again, should be striking the target. Phil left footed. He was on his strong foot. Maybe a deflection, I think. Again, I don't think the shot was good, and Ariola would have saved it as well. But City are creating opportunities here. City are creating opportunities. Yeah, with Conor Gallagher, I just think going to Chelsea, you know, seeing Casido, Enzo Fernandez being there, not getting his usual position. I think it would have just disheartened Conor Gallagher a bit. Because, you know, Enzo and Casido, due to their price tags, are a permanent fixture in the team. And if you're a Conor Gallagher, you know that you have to fight for your place in the team. Whereas others, if like Casido and Enzo, even though their form is not good, they'll get a place in the team for sure. It's not a good feeling throughout the team. Header, but I think the header should have been directed to Erling Haaland. Ruben Diaz does well there. West Ham are just unable to get out of their blocks, but again, like I said, I wouldn't read much into it. Paqueta has been excellent again. You're just not able to take the ball of him. City's defensive structure has been extremely good, very, very good, I would say. Antonio there, Antonio versus Manuel Akanji. This is going to be a good battle. Antonio versus Manuel Akanji, and Akanji does extremely well there. Look at it, toe to toe with Antonio. And how many defenders has Antonio destroyed? In the last couple of matches. I think with he destroyed Chelsea defenders. He scored that goal when they were down to 10 men. He destroyed Brighton defenders. Well defended by Manuel Akanji. Extremely well defended. I think when you're facing a physical striker, I don't know why I feel this, but I think Akanji is better. Sometimes I feel Akanji is better than even John Stones when you have a physical defender to deal with. It's James Ward-Prowse. This is going to be the test for us. James Ward-Prowse in swinging corner. Edison punches it. Not a good punch, but that is enough. Walker does well. Walker does extremely well there. We have two 1v1 defenders. Jeremy Doku. For a moment, I thought Jeremy Doku got there. For a moment, I thought Jeremy Doku just got there ahead of Emerson. I mean, the pace is exceptional in our front line. Jeremy Doku, Erling Haaland. But again, look at it. Bernardo Silva and Kyle Walker, two excellent 1v1 players there. I mean, Walker and Guardiola, it's just for me, you have two Rolls Royce defenders on either side with Diaz in the mid and again. I think this entire defensive team is a Rolls Royce defensive team with probably a generational CDM guarding them and Rodri. Rodri is the best CDM, I think. Yeah, getting to the Newcastle thing, which I just left off. I actually think it's. I was speaking to a friend and we were discussing, will Eddie Howe be sacked because they have three losses in a row and stuff? And he was like, I think the ball was high there for Julian Alvarez, but intention was right. He probably wanted Erling Haaland making that one. But then, my friend said that he made a valid point that Newcastle have had, I think, probably one of the toughest starts to the season. They played Liverpool, they played City at home. Sorry, they played City away, they played Liverpool. I think they've had one of the toughest starts to the season. So I think they haven't played Brighton. So I think we cannot judge Eddie Howe right now with Newcastle, I think. And also, I think JSK is the same reason that we can't judge, Arsenal or Liverpool who will be the title challengers. Manuel Akanji versus Antonio again. What a battle this is gonna be. Rodri calmly. Jeremy, get up. Jeremy, get up. The ball's on. Look at it. Antonio is just not able to do anything. The work rate of Bernardo Silva, and you already have Manuel Akanji on you, who is one of the best 1v1 defender in the league. This organization of City is just something else. I know it's still nil-nil. I know we haven't broken down West Ham, but still. The organization has been superb, I think, from City. Bernardo Silva, Rodri, Jeremy Doku. I think that's a corner for City. JSK says, by the way, what's your thoughts on Jadon Sancho? I actually think that's an interesting question. Many Man United fans are telling he should not have said that to Ten Hag and all of those things. Man, he had a training ground duel with Ten Hag and all, but that's one of the most rubbish corners. That's offside, I think, anyway. But with Jadon Sancho, it's interesting because I was talking to a friend who was a United fan, and he was telling Jadon Sancho was the best player in preseason. Jadon Sancho played in a false nine position in preseason, and he was pretty much the best player. If you can see a bit of highlights of him, Jadon Sancho played exceptionally well. Then I don't know what happened that Jadon Sancho. I mean, Jadon Alejandro Garnacho was given starts ahead of Jadon Sancho when Sancho was the best player in preseason. At least you have to give him a look in, right? Anthony was shit, but still, Anthony had been playing shit the first 2 3 matches, but still, Sancho was being ignored. Probably all of that frustration came out. I mean, I would not take the manager's side here, but I'm with a bit of sympathy for the player because when you are the best player in preseason and you are you know one of the top players in the league, technicality wise and stuff, and you're Jadon Sancho, I think you deserve to at least get a look in. And then if you don't perform well, fair enough, drop me to the bench. So I'm with a bit of sympathy for Jadon Sancho here. I don't know what United fans would say, but he was your best player preseason. Simple, he at least deserves a start. At least deserves one start. Especially when your wingers Anthony, and Garnacho, everyone have been shit. Haaland is just looking like he's not in the mood. You know how Haaland is looking today? Is looking like a kid, who does not want to go to school after a long vacation. When a long vacation ends, you're like, it takes time, right? 1 or 2 days. You do not want to go to school because you're a bit of accustomed to waking up late and stuff. That's how Haaland looks like here. Looks like a kid who has been sent to school after long vacation. JSK says Cancelo benched for Rico Lewis. I don't think Cancelo fits this system. So good decision. JSK says I'm with Eric Ten Hag in this one. I mean, generally in these kind of things, like with Cancelo and Pep, you know that on this channel as well, and we have spoken in the comment section in this community as well. All of us were with Pep, you know. But with Eric Ten Hag and Sancho, I just think that the player has been your best player in pre-season. So, I mean, in these kind of things, I'm always with the manager rather than the player. When Potter was sacked at Chelsea, I was like, reduce the player power. It's not Potter's fault. I'm generally with the manager in these kind of situations, but I don't know why the manager hasn't even given him a single chance. And even when Sancho was bought on in the substitutes, this thing, he was, he was played on the left and all. He wasn't played in the false nine position, which they actually played during preseason. So I just don't know. By the way, almost we are almost on the cusp of the 30th minute and still no breakthrough here. Gerard Bowen there. City's defensive shape is extremely good. I mean, offensively we have had chances. I would not say that West Ham have just we have looked bright, we have looked creative. It's just that Haaland missing an open net. I just think it's a matter of time. Phil Foden, I think, needs to just get his creative spark a bit more in there. And with Eric Ten Hag as well, I mean, I'm now having doubts on the players which Eric Ten Hag got. He had got Anthony, and Anthony's, attitude looks a bit this thing. Eric Ten Hag, what he told United to pay. I mean, not he. United's board was responsible, but Eric Ten Hag got Anthony, whose attitude is a bit this thing. Eric Ten Hag wanted Sofian Amrabat, already an injury, and you also Lisandro Martinez, again a Dutch player who played in the Dutch league. I mean, you just have to even question Eric Ten Hag as well a bit in his player selection and his player this thing as well. So Eric Ten Hag playing. And other thing is JSK. I, I mean, you have been playing Rashford centrally, right? Especially the first two matches. You have been playing Rashford centrally, first two three matches Rashford centrally, and you have Anthony on the right and Garnacho on the left. When everybody in the world knows that who follow football knows that Rashford is useless as a striker. His best position is left. In that situation, why don't you play Sancho in the center? And everyone knows Alejandro Garnacho is very good when coming off the bench. See, all the pieces are there. You just have to throw them. You just have to throw the dice. Rashford on the left, Sancho in the center, Anthony of the right, Garnacho. So I don't know. I don't know. I think it's the manager's fault for me here. But anyway, let's focus on City. Enough talking about other teams. 31 minutes gone. I'm worried maybe a little bit because this is again West Ham's plan, a bit of West Ham's plan here. That's a very good ball there from Rodri to Walker. This is another area which Rodri has improved. Good ball from Walker. But you have to play short passes. Balls in will come out as fast as they're sent in. You have to break West Ham down. Useless giving all of those crosses and stuff. City have settled into a rhythm, a tempo here. I think this last 15 minutes will be very crucial for West Ham as well. Kyle Walker cannot cross into the box. West Ham will defend it all day and every day. Bowen there is actually frustrated. There's no outlet for any West Ham player over there. That's the difference between West Ham playing a Brighton, Chelsea, and City. Our defensive structure is so good that there's no way out for West Ham over there. But this West Ham away is always going to be a tough game. In years gone by, it has always been a tough game. One of the only things is now in this West Ham stadium, generally the ground is big. It's not a stadium suited for teams who want to sit narrow, compact, and defend. So that's the only thing. Again, not a good ball from Ederson. I don't know why we don't build up from the back. Don't know why Ederson is just smashing, giving those balls into the midfield. Prasariola, Prasariola. City know that West Ham want City to press them, so that long ball over the top, and then Antonio could just run in. But City are well aware of that. West Ham have not had a single shot, I think, on target till now. And single shot at goal as well, I think. So it's gonna be interesting. The match is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be will City be able to break West Ham down or not? That's just gonna be the thing. Lucas Paqueta running with the ball. There was a bit of a deflection, but Edison does well. James Ward-Prowse from long range. There's a bit of a deflection, but Edison did extremely well over there. I don't know how West Ham were able to run so freely, but I actually think the shot was covered. Shot was covered. The only danger was probably of a deflection. And that's 1-0 to West Ham. That's 1-0 to West Ham. I think it's James Ward-Prowse who scored. That's 1-0 to West Ham. Cannot say that this was not coming. That was 1-0 to West Ham. That's 1-0 to West Ham. That's 1-0 to West Ham. I don't know where the lapse was. This is the danger, JSK. This is the danger. This is the danger. You see there, Jeremy Doku losing the ball and quick counter attack by West Ham. That is the danger. That is the danger, to be fair. That is the danger, to be fair. That's 1-0 to West Ham. James Ward-Prowse with the goal again. That was always the danger. Rodri. Julian Alvarez trying to shoot from distance. It's just not happening. Just not happening. That's a free kick to City now, but ah, it's just not happening for us today. Haaland missing an open goal, and but when you look back at the goal as well, Guardiola was stepping inside and Doku lost the ball. There was literally no one preventing that. City were on that. Actually, these are the kind of turnovers why you probably need a Grealish there. That's the only thing. These are the kind of turnovers. So let us see. Julian Alvarez on the free kick. Why are City so shit at taking set pieces and free kicks? I don't know. The West Ham player is lying down. He wants to waste time, but all the time will be added, mate. I think it's Edson Alvarez. Time is 40 minutes, so it's another attack by West Ham. Very well defended. Defensively, we've been good. It's just the turnover. No one can do anything on the turnover. You buy the best defenders in the world. And on the turnover, no one can do anything. No one can do anything on the turnover. Paqueta does extremely well to take the ball down. That's a throw in for City. Last 4 minutes. Are we gonna go trailing into the break? I don't know. Let's see. We have to remember 2 seasons ago we were 2-0 down, title was on the line, and we came back 2-2. So that was also West Ham away, penultimate game. So Bernardo Silva with the ball. Phil Foden. Rodri. I don't know why Josko Guardiola has come here. Phil Foden. Rodri. Jeremy Doku. I thought Erling Haaland had turned that in. I thought for a moment Erling Haaland had turned that in. Two simple chances, and Erling Haaland probably is not in the mood today to score goals. How did Erling Haaland not turn that in? I don't know. Rodri there. That's gone out for City's corner. I don't know why Walker just wants to flash the ball across the box. I just don't know. But look at that. Excellent work by Jeremy Doku. Again, Erling Haaland open goal. Erling Haaland could have been on a hat trick already today. Julian Alvarez does extremely well. Erling Haaland easily should have had 2 goals today. 2 open goals. How do you miss open goals? Ah, I think that's a goal kick. No, it's yeah, it's a goal kick. There's no touch on anyone over there. But Erling Haaland, how do you not score that open goal? I just don't know. That is wonderful piece of skill by Jeremy Doku. Erling Haaland should have thumped it into the net. Erling Haaland's having a shocker here. Erling Haaland having a stinker here. Bernardo Silva, Ruben Diaz, Kyle Walker. This could probably be City's last attack before the end of this half. We have to craft it carefully. Jeremy Doku. He's attracted two players. That's a corner for City. Just keep chipping away, guys. Keep chipping away. But Erling Haaland, to see if we had scored the first goal, the game would have been so much different. West Ham could not have afforded to sit back. Haaland, these sort of games, we need to score first. 2 minutes of extra time. To be fair, there's not been much time wasting. That's another corner. Should be another corner. Could be the last attack of the half. Bernardo with the ball in fast. Could be the last attack of the half. Rodri. And the referee has given that's a foul throw. City could just be going into the break in this match, trailing 1-0. Maybe you could say defensive mistake, but on the counter, but again I would say Erling Haaland open goal. Who is it? Who is booked? I think it's Josko Guardiola who's booked. I think that will be it. It's gonna be. I think the referee will blow up after this attack. I think that is that. It's been a first half where it's a classic lethargic first half from City, to be fair. It's been a classic lethargic first half from City. We had chances, and yet Haaland's two open goals. No, I mean everywhere it's Spurs United 0-0. So the Spurs Sheffield United 0-0. Brighton have scored. Brighton have scored, and that's it. I mean, it's been a disappointing half for City, I would say. To be fair, I mean, it's interesting. Both City and United are losing at half time. It's interesting, but on this one, I would actually say that. But on this one, I would say that we. I mean, it's an interesting one. We were not that bad. I know I said it's been a lethargic half, but defensively, I thought we were very good. Okay, that one goal, but that one goal happened on turnover, not you can't play a match keeping a handbrake on, right? There are instances when your entire defense has to push up and stuff, and that's when West Ham found us. That's when the turnover happened from Doku. I think this was a move that David Moyes would have just practiced and practiced and practiced every time, they, turnover happens, ball from Emerson or ball from Sofal to Bowen then crosses it to Ward-Prowse and goal. I think it's the same thing that happened against Brighton. Similar move how West Ham scored one of their goals against Brighton. I think the first goal. So I actually think that it was a move which Pep Guardiola would have shown again and again, but it's that move where Walker was caught upfield. He could not be with Ward-Prowse. Josko Guardiola he had already cut inside, and Doku was in the outside when the ball was dispossessed. He could not get to Ward-Prowse. Erling Haaland missing a couple of sitters over there, absolute sitters. Erling Haaland is comfortably onside, and both of them absolute sitters from Erling Haaland, absolute sitters. I would say they've been two absolute sitters from Erling Haaland. They're showing the goal back. Let us see. Doku gets the ball. Doku's touch lets him down. And then Doku is not fast enough to go back. Bowen goes back, and it's Doku's touch lets him down over there. That's the only thing. If Doku takes a good touch, then this doesn't happen. If Doku takes a good touch, this doesn't happen. I know it's his debut under Pep Guardiola. I know he played the last match, but officially when Pep is on the bench, this is his debut. And again, they're showing another shocker. Doku played extremely well. Little bit of a part in that goal, but he's creating chances left, right, and center for Erling Haaland over there. Going on the inside and then on the outside. This This was again an easy chance for Erling Haaland. Did not take it. Don't know what Erling Haaland's. That's been the state of the match. Very good. Attacking wise, we should have been three goals up by now at least. That big, 2-3 chances where goalkeeper saved in the first couple of minutes. Then Erling Haaland missing two open goals. So Vinay says Doku lost the ball, but where's the pace? He needed to track back. That he didn't track back with it, but but again, I think it's I think everyone was out of position. I think everyone was out of position. You can't expect Doku to just I think sprint right away after he's just lost the ball. There, I think there was no defensive structure because I think ideally no one was expecting Doku to ideally no one was expecting Doku to lose the ball over there. So if you see Guardiola was caught up on the inside, Walker was on the outside up front. See, if even if Walker was back, I don't think Ward-Prowse was free because if you see in the center, Diaz and Akanji were covering people. I think it was Ward-Prowse who was free and Walker was his man. So I think even if Walker was back, I think we were in that phase of we were caught in that transition when I don't think the goal was actually defendable after Doku lost it. Doku could have run back, but I still don't think. I think Bowen had too much of a head start on him, and I think it was difficult for Doku to make that challenge. I mean, the touch it was just atrocious. I mean, it was. I don't think you'll see as bad of a touch from a City player again this season, or neither you would have seen it in the last 2-3 seasons. Doku's first touch is very good, but this thing I don't know why he's taken his eye off the ball or anything. But apart from that one single moment, and I think if I have to blame someone for this half, I would blame Erling Haaland. I would blame Erling Haaland. Vinay, what did you make of Erling Haaland, Vinay? Erling Haaland was shit. Erling Haaland missed two open goals. Open goals. How do you miss those open goals? I just don't know. How do you miss them? Did he train with Raheem Sterling during the break? Did he take advice from Raheem Sterling during the break? Vinay says we take a lot of time to shoot or create chances. I think we're a bit wary of the counter attack. I think that's the only thing. That's the only thing that's why I think we take chance a bit of time to shoot or take chances because turnovers can happen. Vinay says Akanji in centre back isn't good. Vinay, I strangely think he's been okay. Vinay, he's actually been better than okay. I mean, his job was to deal with Antonio one on one, and I think he succeeded. I think there were 3 or 4 1v1s Akanji against Antonio, and Antonio lost each one of them. Akanji did not allow Antonio to dribble past him. I think so. I think Akanji was all right. Akanji was good. I think. I think I told it in the match as well that if Stones was available, if Ake was available, and Akanji was available, I think I would still choose Akanji to face Antonio because I don't think Ake and Stones are they simply aren't good enough to face a physical striker like Antonio, I think. And there aren't many physical strikers like Antonio in the Premier League right now. You name it, I think there'll be one or two like Antonio, the physical strikers. Even Ferguson is a different kind of a physical striker, but Antonio is something else. So I think I personally think Antonio did all right. Gautam says should have been 3-1 till now. Haaland was poor, absolute poor. Sorry to say that. Gautam, it made me wonder that that Erling Haaland maybe took some training drills or maybe took some advices on how to shoot from Raheem Sterling or even Nicholas Jackson. Haaland, I haven't seen Haaland miss. Those were sitters, mate. Those were absolute sitters. And I can understand it was an open goal, but there was a defender behind you who was putting pressure on you, who was kind of going physically into you, pushing you. I can understand you miss open goals in those sort of situations. That second goal, especially, no defender was on Erling Haaland. He was simply napping on the far post. He was enjoying an afternoon's freedom of the beach on an afternoon, freedom of a beach on a cold winter evening. That time no one will be on the beach. That's how free Erling Haaland was on the far post for both the goals. You just see the replay, and Haaland was as free as a buy one get one offer. Haaland was that free, and still he couldn't take it. You know, just to summarize how bad Haaland's miss was, it is almost like a buy one get one free offer. You bought one, but you're somehow not able to take the free one. I don't know why you are not able to take the free one. If that analogy makes sense, that's how bad Erling Haaland was. Gautam says missing a playmaker really bad. I think Foden could be that role, Gautam. But the problem here is Julian Al. If you want to play Julian Alvarez, I mean in this system you play Doku on the left, Alvarez on the right, Foden central, or even Doku on the left, Bernardo on the right, Foden central. With Rodri shielding, Haaland up front, we would be winning 2-2-0, 2-1, 3-1 this game. The strategy would have been simple. But Pep, I think, is complicating that. I'm still not able to understand what is the position of Julian Alvarez here. I know he's playing in the Thomas Muller position, and Thomas Muller once told in an interview that I don't have a position in football. I just find space. That is what is my position. It's called as Kraken or something. That's what I am, Thomas Muller told. So I think Pep is trying to fit Julian Alvarez into that role. So that's why it seems we are not having playmakers, but I think Foden and Julian Alvarez are the playmakers, but Papis is playing them in a different role. Just imagine, guys, just imagine KDB comes back to this and he has Doku on one side and you have Erling Haaland there, you have KDB who can run in defenses. This is just going to be something else once KDB comes back. Gautam says, don't think we'll get 3 points from this one. Let's hope, Gautam, let's hope. It's early on in the season and City have never been good starters. Doesn't matter what the fixture schedule is, City have never been good starters. So And it's a bit of surprise for everyone that we have won 4 on the trot. Doesn't matter the schedule again, because Fulham was tough. Sheffield United away was always tough. So Fulham was tough. Sheffield United away was tough. So it wasn't that easy of a schedule as it seems on paper as well. So let's try in this one. It's not that we are under super duper pressure, but my only thing is we have played well. We have played well to deserve 3 points. That's the only thing. We have played well at least to be level. We have played well at least to be level. So, so I think on the balance of play, I think we deserve to at least take a point from this game. But I hope we take all the three. Let's see how it goes. West Ham surprisingly have had 36% of possession, and I mean you just can't read possession stats and stuff. Look at it. Ederson did not have a he had only a single save to make, and Ariola has had 5 saves. So West Ham have had only one shot on target. I think one or two. I don't know. James Ward-Prowse thing was one, but I think when you play sort of these kind of teams, I just think it's inevitable. I think you need to be prepared for the break. I don't. And look at that in that crowd as well. Jeremy Doku has had 88% pass accuracy and 30 touches. Gautam says we have Tottenham away at the end, mate. What do you expect? It's a tradition, Gautam. It's a tradition, you know. Tottenham away is a tradition. I mean, if every season you tell me that we lose Tottenham away, but go on to win double or a treble, I would happily lose away at Tottenham every bloody season. I mean, what difference does it make? What difference does it make? But you know, I don't know. There's this tradition why I don't understand it. Last season we lost Brentford home and away both the games. If you remember, okay, the last game didn't have any consequence because City had won the league by then. The season before that we lost to Crystal Palace both home and away, if you remember. And I think the season before that as well we lost to yeah, I think the season before that we lost to Spurs home and away as well. So every season, and the season before that we lost to United home and away. So I think every season we have a team where we, where I think we lose home and away. So I'm not telling this time we lose or some stuff, but let's see. I think again after the international break and players will get some time to get up to full speed and stuff. So let's see how this game goes. Let's see what Pep Guardiola would have said. But Doku has been fantastic. He's done that mistake, that's fine. But for me, whatever you say, Doku has been fantastic. Erling Haaland, you know, I think it was Michael Owen or not Michael Owen, Alan Shearer who said that I don't mind missing goals, but actually, when striker is missing goals, he said it's good because the striker is arriving in the right position, and it's a matter of time, just a matter of time that he'll actually score the goals. So I think let's hope that's the thing that happens with Erling Haaland, and we are ready for kickoff. Manuel Akanji with the ball. The first 10-15 minutes are going to be absolutely crucial. Guys, just remember we have been in positions like this 2-0 down in a tough situation last 2 seasons back when we were fighting for the title with Liverpool and came back 2-2. Jeremy Doku! Jeremy Doku! What? What? Guys, he has arrived! Jeremy Doku has arrived! Look at the dribble! Look at the goal scored! Wow! What a gem we have done! Love you, Jeremy! Love you! Love you, Doku! past everyone. He just dribbled past everyone. He just dribbled past his fullback as if he didn't exist. And that's a goal. What a goal that is. What a wonderful goal from Jeremy Doku there. Whoa! Jeremy Doku, wow! Not an easy finish. Not an easy finish at all. Do you expect Raheem Sterling to do this finish? Do you expect it? This is the difference with Raheem Sterling and Jeremy Doku. This is why this guy has the potential to become one of the best wingers in the league. Are they checking for offside? Are they checking for offside? Do let me know in the comments. I hope not. I hope not. But Jeremy Doku. Woo! Erling Haaland is smiling. Wow. And just like that, City are level. Jeremy Doku. Wow. What? This is just superb. When was the last time did you see such wing play at City after Leroy Sané? Leroy Sané, Liverpool, I think 2019, 18-19 season was the last I think I saw City winger doing this, driving at Andy Robertson and hitting a goal to win us the game 2-1 at the Etihad. And then we went on to win the title after that. So, Rodri. Phil Foden. That's a corner. That was a good strike from Phil Foden, to be fair. That's a corner. Guys, what do you think of that dribble and hit from Jeremy Doku again? That is just wonderful from Jeremy Doku. That is just superb from Jeremy Doku, right? What a goal that was from Jeremy Doku. That is just fantastic. Bernardo Silva. Have to score that. Yasko Guardiol, you have to score that. Your Guardiol is so good that he has to score that, mate. Guardiol has to score that. Guardiol has to score that. I don't know why Bernardo Silva doesn't take the set pieces for us. Foden, I think, didn't have a good enough touch. Otherwise, that was a goal for City. But Guardiol has to score that. Manuel Akanji. Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva. Kyle, recycle the position, mate. Yes, recycle the possession. Yes. Akanji, back to Rodri. The only thing about about West Ham's first goal was there was no defensive mistake. Okay, Jeremy Doku's touch, but there was no defensive mistake at all in that. Phil Foden. Rodri does well over there. So it wasn't a defensive mistake at all. It was just we were caught in transition. And I think Jeremy Doku has. I mean, what a character, what an attitude again. If you have to talk about his goal again, done the mistake on debut and Pep is on the bench. New club, you could easily be bogged down. Just 21 years of age, but still went ahead and went ahead and did that. That is fantastic. Free kick in a central position, but there's no one to take that free kick. You probably might as well give Rodri that free kick in a central position, to be fair. Who will take the free kick in a central position? I don't know. It's Julian Alvarez here trusting on free kicks, but just don't know. I know his long shots are very good. Last year, Fulham away 2-1. Very important goal. That game was so tough. Fulham away last season, and Alvarez scored it. Kind of understand why they are giving Alvarez the free kicks, but he need to step up the game. I would want Alvarez to take it a right footer, not a left footer. I think. No, probably a left footer. It would be. This was a perfect angle for Riyad Mahrez. To be fair, I think Bernardo Silva, a left footer, is just fantastic for this kind of a position. A right footer would be difficult again. Because the right footer, you need to aim for the goalkeeper's side. Hit the bar. Wonderful kick from Julian Alvarez there. It hit the bar. Wonderful free kick there from Julian Alvarez. What a free kick that is from Julian Alvarez. Hit the bar. Phil Foden, Kyle Walker. Phil Foden. Wonderful curl from Julian Alvarez. Ariola has made a very good save over there. Haaland was almost away. Jeremy Doku. There are three players around Jeremy Doku now. Bernardo Silva will get to the ball. Had to keep it in Bernardo. But again, what a save from Ariola over there. Ariola is just having the game of his life. Haaland should have had a hat trick today, mate. And because of Doku, the West Ham defense is not able to play that high line. So Haaland will always be on side in this game most of the time and on most of the occasions. Haaland, good save by Ariola. Alphonse Ariola, very good save, but Haaland could have easily had a hat trick again and has not had a single goal in this game. Phil Foden's doing extremely well. He's occupying the central positions and causing problems for West Ham. Jeremy Doku with the ball again. Ah! Every time Doku is running with the ball, it's just causing so many problems for the defenders. But that run and finish for Jeremy Doku's goal were just fantastic. Just superb. City got the ball and then we lost it again. Need to be careful. West Ham are on the break here. West Ham are on the break here. Haaland almost got, I think, the best of Kurt Zuma over there physically. Lost the ball. Well done by Ederson. Very well done by Ederson there. Again, look at it. That is the power of West Ham's counter. That's why we need to be careful. Very well done by Ederson over there. That's why City need to be careful over here. Rodri playing. Ah, I mean, you cannot say Rodri to not take that shot because Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, Sheffield United, just done it time and time. Aston Villa last season. To be very careful with that ball. Ederson does extremely well there. Ederson does extremely well. Look at Lucas Paqueta playing that ball, and he's a master. That's why Pep Guardiola wanted Lucas Paqueta. Just imagine us. Okay, we have Kevin De Bruyne. I know we have Phil Foden, but Lucas Paqueta would have been so good for this team. Okay, we've had Matthew. We do not know how Matthews Nunes will adapt to the team and stuff. So I think he might get his debut today. I don't think Calvin Phillips. No, Calvin Phillips is in the substitutes bench. I think Doku does well there. Doku gets the ball back. It's a corner for City. Doku's done everything right today except that one touch that let him down, which led to City's goal. But wonderful give and go by Doku. He's already got that understanding of everyone. It's just that now he needs to understand whether he has to cut the ball back or and things like that. That's a throw in for City, and again a poor corner, wasteful corner. Ah, again a chance for Haaland. Haaland could have had at least four. This was a difficult one, but he should have easily had at least three goals till now. Erling Haaland has not had any. The volume of chances City are creating, it's so many. Can't sit here and moan or even do anything like that. West Ham are like creating chance after chance after chance. I mean, not chance after chance, but they're just hitting us on the break very well. Lucas Paqueta, look at it. He's very good at dribbling as well. You can see the quality of Lucas Paqueta over there. That's an excellent challenge from Manuel Akanji. Otherwise, it was 2-1 West Ham. What a challenge from Manuel Akanji. That is, I know, risky challenge. The ball could have gone anywhere, but he had to make that challenge. Otherwise, and it's a corner as well to defend now. What a save that is from Edison. What a save that is from Edison. Superb save from Edison. That is. Look at it. It's an outrageous save from Edison. What a save from Eddie. Come on, Eddie. What a save that is. We have to be careful. We have to be careful. Another corner coming in. City defended easily. City are on the counter now. City are on the break now. Jeremy Doku. Jeremy Doku has been brought down. And the referee says it's not a foul. That was a foul. That was a clear foul, my dear ref. I don't know what the referee is doing here. We have to be wary of that counter. That through ball from Lucas Paqueta to Antonio is just causing us so much trouble. It is just causing us so much trouble. Good ball into Jeremy Doku by Rodri. Doku's ball retention, possession, recycling, everything is very, very good. One chance for Erling Haaland, one more chance for Erling Haaland. That's what I'm thinking. How many will he miss? One more chance for Erling Haaland. That playing that ball centrally is so risky, to be fair. You can just turn over. I don't know why we are looking to play the ball centrally. It's so risky. It's so risky. And it's a free kick to West Ham. That's so. I don't understand why. And Mohamed Kudus is coming on, I think, to pose that pace threat as well. Mohamed Kudus is coming on. I think it will be in the place of Bowen, I think, maybe. That's very well defended. It wasn't an easy delivery to defend at all. Jeremy Doku comes out with the ball. That is very well done by Jeremy Doku. City are having the ball now. Julian Alvarez, Kyle Walker. It's the kind of a day I do feel. Haaland missing open chances. Alvarez hitting the post. Had to be a brilliant piece of skill from Jeremy Doku or someone like that to cut open the opposition defense. So that's a very good ball, but don't want Walker to shoot from here. Walker, Jeremy Doku there. Again, a good save there from Ariola. Good strike from Josko Guardiol. Very good strike from Josko Guardiol, to be fair. Extremely good strike from Josko Guardiol. That too of his weaker foot. Good strike from Josko Guardiol. Only 25 minutes remaining. We are at the halfway point of the second half. It's almost like it's impossible to get the ball of Lucas Paqueta over here. He's so strong on the ball, Lucas Paqueta. Substitutions now. Antonio is going off. Oh, so I think this could have always been the plan for David Moyes. Antonio going off and Kudu Bowen will play through the center and Kudus is coming on and Benrahma is coming on. Benrahma, an attacking change you could say, with Soucek also being taken off. City are also making changes. Foden's going off. Matthews Nunes is coming on. It's a debut, so you can understand. Calvin Phillips has not been given. I mean, Matthews Nunes is who has joined the club just last week, could be getting his more minutes here just by playing in this one match than Calvin Phillips has done throughout his entire career, Premier League career at City. Gautam says Darwin Nunes exactly is getting. I mean, everyone who's coming into the team is getting more minutes than Calvin Phillips. I don't know how you would see it. Edson Alvarez is down, so this is interesting. This could be huge, probably. Edson Alvarez is down. I think there's an injury to Edson Alvarez here. Let's actually check. What did you make of the goal, Gautam? What did you make of the goal? Let's see the scores in all of the other matches. Edson Alvarez, the injury to Edson Alvarez could be very, very interesting here. Could make the game very interesting, to be fair. Because Edson Alvarez, he holds the gameplay extremely well. So Mohamed Kudus is on. City have to take care of the ball very well now. Jeremy Doku. The way he skip past players there, Jeremy Doku is just superb. Gautam says, I'm still in awe of that goal. Felt like Sane returned with more pace. Exactly. I mean, when was the last time you saw someone drive at the defense and absolutely demolish it like that? Jeremy Doku, wow. I mean, also Gautam, it tells you about the character of the man. Made a mistake for the goal, went on and just got it repaired, it got it done himself. This is just wonderful. Let me just check the scores in all of the other matches as well. Crystal Palace are leading Aston Villa 1-0, interesting again. Fulham leading Luton 1-0. Brighton leading Man United 2-0. And it's still 0-0 at Spurs Sheffield United. So Gautam just, by the way, Brighton smashing United and that too at Old Trafford. Not all the teams in Manchester are that bad, right? Because one of the notifications I got in the breaker, both the teams in Manchester could be set for a huge upset, but both of us were 1-0 down. But the quality of City, we were 1-1 in United, it went the other way. Jeremy Dokwa. One more chance. By the way, Gautam, Haaland missed another chance, I think, in the last 10 minutes or so. So, I don't know what's happening with Erling Haaland. Josko Guardiola, Matthews Nunes already involved. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo pass the ball. Matthews Nunes with the ball. Pass and move. That's what Matthews Nunes does. He's a tiki-taka master like Kovacic. Give it to Jeremy. Yes. Jeremy, just take the defenders on. One of the skills of Jeremy Doku is he knows exactly when to pass, when to shoot. Rodri slipped, but nothing untoward has happened there. So Matthews Nunes, Nunes did extremely well there. Just take two West Ham players out of the way. City are just toying with West Ham a bit, but we need to create chances now. We need to create more chances now. I think Haaland should have passed to Doku, but Kyle Walker does extremely well. Rodri, Jeremy Doku. It almost found Erling Haaland over there. Gautam says it's just one of those days for Erling Haaland. Yeah, yeah. Nothing, it's just not going in. Benrahma and Walker does well with 1v1 defending. Exactly, Gautam. Haaland would have been scoring 4 goals easily on another day in this match. Ah, I mean, I don't. They're just not able to get the ball of Lucas Paqueta. Have you observed? They're just not able to get the ball of Lucas Paqueta. He's so good. No wonder City were prepared to pay even 100 million for Lucas Paqueta. Just see how good he is. He just can't take the ball of Lucas Paqueta. You do whatever you can. Wow. I mean, City tried their best, but if those allegations are there on Lucas Paqueta, no one can do anything. Gautam says he's bullying us. That's the thing, Gautam. He's a complete player. He's physical. He has, and his work engine is almost equal to Bernardo Silva. He can play through balls almost. He's a very creative player as well. So he's the complete package. That's just, I mean, if City were willing to pay 100 million for Lucas Paqueta, then I think there must be something there. I think Lucas Paqueta is a better player than Declan Rice all round. I know Arsenal fans will not feel good about it, but Lucas Paqueta is better than Declan Rice, to be fair. And City went after the right man, Lucas Paqueta, not Declan Rice. Sad that we didn't get him, but I think if the allegations are cleared, we should return back for him. Looking at how good Lucas Paqueta is. Great ball from Josko Guardiola to Bernardo Silva. City have scored! City have scored! But is there a VAR on that? I won't celebrate early. I won't celebrate early, guys. Is there a VAR on that? Is there a VAR on that? That's the only thing. I know City have scored, but is there a VAR on that? That's the only thing. Gautam says, damn it. Gautam, is there a VAR on that? Because the goal looked a bit, I don't know. I'm just waiting for the final check. I'm just waiting for the final check here. No offside or nothing. Just waiting for the final check here. Bernardo Silva is definitely not offside. Is Haaland offside? I don't think Haaland's offside. I do not think Haaland's offside in the second phase of play. I do not think Haaland's offside in the second phase of play. Is the goal given? Gautam, tell me the goal's given. Is the goal given? Yes, it's given. I think it's given. There's no VAR check. Come on, City. No offside, yes. I was a bit worried about the final touch of Haaland, but then I looked at it. Haaland wasn't offside in that phase of play, so that's fine. But again, look at the creativity there of Julian Alvarez. The ball from Julian Alvarez is just meant, right? The ball from Julian Alvarez was just superb, right? A very difficult ball to play outside of the foot. I think there must be something Pep Guardiola must have seen in Julian Alvarez to keep on playing him in that central role. And the ball, the run, the finish, superb, superb all round. Gautam says next season we might have a decision to make whether to go for Words or Paqueta. Gautam, I would say Lucas Paqueta, Gautam, because Lucas Paqueta can play box to box. Lucas Paqueta can, Lucas Paqueta is a pressing diamond. Defensively, Lucas Paqueta is very good. Lucas Paqueta through balls are just superb. His through balls are very good. You've seen how the through balls is played for Antonio. Just pass it to Doku. Doku is free over there. One of City's players is down there. I don't know. Manuel Akanji is down over there. I hope it's not a big injury. I don't know. What do you think, Gautam? Should we go for Florian Wirtz or Lucas Paqueta? I mean, it's a decision. I mean, in the sense of an all-round decision because Lucas Paqueta's pressing, physicality, and is creatively very good as well. It's just that West Ham didn't use him well. Before the season he came to West Ham, Lucas Paqueta had created the most chances. Lucas Paqueta was the highest chance creator in Europe in the Europe's top five leagues, ahead of Kevin De Bruyne in 2 seasons back before he came to West Ham. So he was linked to City back then as well. The only thing is Florian Wirtz is 21, Lucas Paqueta is 27. It's not too old for Lucas Paqueta, but again, would you want? I mean, again, this will come down to Oscar Bob. How much does Pep Guardiola trust Oscar Bob? Because if he trusts Oscar Bob, then I think you can go for Lucas Paqueta because Oscar Bob will be what 20 something next season. So by the time Oscar Bob 2 3 years Oscar Bob develops, you have your Lucas Paqueta will be 30 31, and then it could be a seamless transition. It could be De Bruyne to Paqueta to Oscar Bob. That could be the dream actually. So I think if the allegations are cleared, we will go for Lucas Paqueta. I think. Gautam says Paqueta is PL proven. Words is still young and in the making. It's Gautam. It's either Lucas Paqueta or Oscar Bob because sorry, it's either Florian Wirtz or Oscar Bob. See, if Florian Wirtz comes, the question I mean questions will arise over will Foden still continue to play centrally or not? What will be Julian Alvarez's position back then? We are playing some risky passes in the center. My God, some risky central passes. And we have to remember that James McAtee is still at the club as well. He's just gone out on loan. So what? Look at it again. Foul on Lucas Paqueta. I mean, just keep Jack Grealish and Lucas Paqueta in the midfield. I think we'll be winning a load of fouls. So I think if you buy Florian Wirtz, these are the questions that will arise. Oscar Bob future of James McAtee, future of Phil Foden playing centrally. Where will Julian Alvarez play? Because Haaland will stay at City for at least 3 more years before he might move on to other leagues. So a lot of questions to answer. But if you have Lucas Paqueta, then I probably think you give ample time for your James McAtees and Oscar Pops to develop alongside him as well. So Lucas Paqueta would be the option that would be perfect for the academy as well. I think as well as for the club. That's a very good ball from. Oh, that is wonderful pace from Kyle Walker over there. Ah! One of those days, Gautam, one of those days. Can you believe it? Erling Haaland has missed another open goal. Erling Haaland has missed another open goal. Gautam, guys, can you just believe it? Erling Haaland has missed another open goal. Mate, he's missed 4 open goals today. 4 open goals. 4 open goals. Open! Open! There cannot be more open goals than this. Open! It's literally the bank has opened the safe and called the thief to go and get the cash, and still Haaland is not able to do it. Open goals. Ugh. Open goals. Those 2 goals which we have got also, they were like superb, right? Doku with a fantastic. Haaland scores that, and we could have relaxed, chatted a bit about other things, and just finished off the match. But what has happened to Erling Haaland? 4 goals. And the second goal as well, which City scored, was also a world-class assist from Julian Alvarez. World-class. And my bad, I kept Ariola as a substitute in the fantasy. This thing. At least he would have got so many points. 3 points at least for all the saves he's made. Gautam Chase would have crossed Chelsea's total goal score this season. But again, you would want Haaland to miss it in this match probably than in a match against Real Madrid or a Bayern Munich or something like that. But what a run from Walker. And you saw Kurt Zuma running towards Walker there, running towards the ball there when Walker got the ball. It was as if Kurt Zuma was limping on one leg. Manuel Akanji, Rodri. Interception. Good interception from West Ham, but Alvarez is there. Erling! Erling was offside, so he could not touch it. That's a foul for City. Kudus with the foul. Mohamed Kudus with the foul. How can Haaland miss? And there were open chances, Gautam. There were open chances. It's not that a defender is, at least no defender was even touching him. Gautam, just the reason we kept him, and he's even extended his contract. And Walker has improved a lot under Pep as well, because if you see Walker from even 2 to 3 seasons ago, Kyle Walker was, he always had that defensive careless mistake in him. Always, 1v1, he wasn't as strong as he is even coming forward. Walker now picks out the right pass, doesn't always try to cross. He tries to play in people as well, overlaps well. Jeremy Doku again dancing through 2 to 3 people. West Ham. Akanji had to be smart there. Couldn't give that pass like he gave against Inter Milan, where he played Lisandro Martinez. And I mean, many people hate Lukaku, but I think as City fans, there's absolutely no hate towards Lukaku. He's played for us in the Champions League final despite wearing an opposition team jersey. That takes a lot of courage. He's defended for us. Oh, it's a 3v3 at the back. It's a 3v3 at the back. Erling. Game, set, match. Game, set, match. Game, set, match. Woo! Come on, City. This is why we are champions. This is why we are champions. And Gautam, he did it finally. He did it finally, and he did it finally in the toughest way possible. This is why we are champions. This is why we love the club. This is why and I just hope he's not offside again. No, he's definitely not offside. Come on, Mohan, you can't be so tentative always. He's not offside. And Gautam, the thing is, this probably was the hardest chance of all, right? Had to hit it across the keeper. There was a defender who was coming onto the line. There was a defender behind him putting pressure. There was a defender coming on to tackle him. This was the hardest chance of the lot. And still Erling Haaland finished it. By the way, what are the scores? What are the scores? What is the score in the United game? Let me check now. Now so that we can relax and check there. I just hope United are losing as well. What a weekend that will be for City. Oh, United have scored a goal, 3-1. But Brighton are leading 3-1. Interestingly, Sheffield United are defeating Spurs. Sheffield United are defeating Spurs. This is very interesting. Sheffield United are defeating Spurs. Gautam says the reason you can't keep him out. But what a finish, right, Gautam? What a finish. Again, how do you miss those chances and how do you finish those chances? Just don't know. Let us batter West Ham one more. Now I would want to see a Jeremy Doku dribble here. I would want to see a Jeremy Doku dribble here. But again, I think one crucial thing to this is we must not forget the Ederson save. I think around about 60th minute at 1-1, Ederson made an outstanding save, right? World class save. I don't know how we make that save. Header from Zuma from us West Ham corner. Matthews Nunes has been very good, I think. Matthews Nunes is someone's lost the ball over there. That's a good foul to give away. That's fine. Kudus was running away on the counter. It's a yellow for Rodri. That's fine. But the save from Ederson was just superb, right? The save from Ederson was just superb. But with Matthews Nunes and Rodri, I think defensively we could just be so strong again. I mean, so strong in that area. I think Kovacic is a better forward passer of the ball, but I think with Matthews Nunes, he provides you the best of both. This thing, he provides you the best of both worlds. JSK says, what did I say? Doku greater than Grealish. But JSK, leave that. First, again, congrats JSK for your curse on Ederson. I don't know what you said. I don't know what is the curse you made on Ederson JSK right from that February thing when you said you want Ortega in and Ederson out. Ederson's been world class. Today, look at the save what Ederson has made. Is he really our own Ederson? Is he really our own Ederson? That's a top class save from Ederson. I think even shot stopping wise, I think you can now rank Ederson in the top 5 goalkeepers in the world. Ball playing wise, he's the best in the world. Even shot stopping wise, I think you could say he's in the top 5 in the world right now with the way he's stopping them. How many minutes extra? Just don't concede in stoppage time. James kisses Vinay in the mud for calling Akanji out. I mean, during halftime, we could all sense the frustration, Jessica, to be honest. Even I was frustrated. What is this lethargic half? You had to pin it on someone. I was going on Jeremy Doku, Vinay was going on Manuel Akanji. So, I think it is fair enough to him. You know, the problem with that West Ham goal was okay, you could probably point out Jeremy Doku for that bad touch, but it literally was not anyone's mistake over there. That's well intercepted there by Josko Guardiol, a pass from Lucas Paqueta. And Kansas City hit another on the break. Bana, it's +6. Okay. But Akan just played very well, JSK. Akan just played displayed very well. But the frustration was there in halftime. I'm sure even you would have had a player in mind who would have you would not have been happy with. People were not happy with Haaland. I was not happy with Haaland. So what a week! What a week it is! What a week it is turning out to be, right, for City fans. United losing at home. JSK, you must say United in the mud. You must say United in the mud. What a week, right? Spurs drawing United. I mean, that is if you consider Spurs as title challengers for the start they're made, but Spurs drawing at home, I think, yeah, Spurs drawing at home. Sorry, Spurs losing at home to Sheffield United. United losing at home to Brighton. City winning away. Crystal. Is this is this going to be a week for away teams, guys? Because Liverpool have won away today. Palace is winning away. Okay, Fulham is winning at home, but that's against Luton Town. So if you just don't take it, if you just don't consider that thing, that result. Apart from that, everything has been, for away teams. Palace away, Liverpool have won away against Wolves after going 1-0 down. Palace are leading 1-0. Spurs are losing 1-0. City have won today after going 1-0 down. I know we have not won yet, but we are there. I'm not going to be so hard since we've already won. It's a game of football. Anything can happen, but it's Brighton winning away. Could it be a week for away teams? I don't know. Bernardo Silva, Manuel Akanji. Gautam says that overrated coach is being compared with Pep. Pep can't believe it. You know it, right, Gautam? How Man United fans are. They were even comparing Hoyland with Erling Haaland. They were comparing Hoyland with Erling Haaland. They compare Rafael Varane with Ruben Diaz. They compare Rafael Varane with Ruben Diaz. They say Lisandro Martinez is better than John Stones. They say all of those things. They I mean, they say Casemiro is better than Rodri right now. He might be in the past, but in the last 2-3 seasons, Rodri is the best CDM. You know how it is with United fans. I mean, a lot of fans try to compare Pep with their Arsenal fans say Arteta, and Arsenal fans try to compare Arteta and Pep, and I'm like, he's nowhere near Pep, mate. I mean, the only person who I'm happy with Pep to be compared with is Roberto De Zerbi, because Roberto De Zerbi does his own tactical stuff, and he was the one who bought that box midfield in, and so Roberto De Zerbi is the only person who I'm happy with Pep to be compared with. What a scoreline, what a day, right? A day that started with a disappointment of 1-0, half time, trailing 1-0. I think that Jeremy, I mean, honestly, this should have been 6-1. This should have been 6-1. It could easily have been 7-1 if Erling Haaland had his shooting boots on. 6-1 away to West Ham would have sent tremors. I would say, I just note the word down, would have sent shock waves down the Premier League. 6-1 away at West Ham, away at a team that has defeated Brighton, that has defeated Chelsea, going down to 10 men. Shock waves. It would send shock waves down the Premier League. One more minute left to play, but what a victory. Rico Lewis is coming on. I mean, is Calvin Phillips that bad that you're bringing in people like Rico Lewis? You're bringing in Matthews New. I mean, I don't understand this. Calvin Phillips was we played under Marcelo Bielsa and Premier League experience. Matthews Nunes Premier League experience, and you're already bringing Matthews Nunes in for a debut. Just he's been here barely for a week. International break has come, but he's arrived on the transfer deadline and he's barely trained under you for a week. Oscar Bob has also come in. Oscar Bob with the ball. That's a foul on Oscar Bob. It's a free kick. That is wonderful running from Oscar Bob. That is wonderful running there from Oscar Bob. How good does Oscar Bob look on the right wing, the direct running and all? I still see Lucas Paqueta there, and I still see that if the allegations are not proven, he could be a City player. Sport Freak is here. He says, hi, Sport Freak. How are you doing? By the way, guys, check out Sport Freak channel as well. He's Anurag is a Barcelona fan and he does some awesome content. His tactical analysis, particularly, is very, very good. So do check out his channel, guys. Do check out his channel. His tactical analysis is very, very good. And that's full time. JSK says, by the way, you're very close to 1K. Yes, JSK, yes. That's exciting. That's exciting. That's very exciting, and it's exciting as well. And I was just thinking about it a few days ago, a week ago. So, and it's memorable as well, where we have, how we have started 100, 200, 300. We've gone from each step, and we have done it together. It's all due to the wonderful community, due to all of you guys here, all of you guys who have been coming to the community regularly, and through this journey, the memories are like we've been through this journey. City winning the treble. Before that, us being in January last season, how we were no hope, right? Chargers losing to Spurs away. Cancelo fight, Cancelo going dark days last season, entire January, but Ederson not doing well in this short stopping as well. He was suspect, gave away a lot of goals against Spurs. We stood together during the hard times. It is a lot of memories for me. This community being a wonderful community. Anyway, guys, wonderful. Wonderful match, right? A match where 1-0 down. It was half time. To be honest, I'll tell you my views on half time. Half time, I was like lethargic half, but attacking we were good. We created chances. On an away day, I think we created 3 to 4 chances. We should have been 3-0 up, 2-0 up at least, 2-1 up, 3-1 up. Everyone here will agree. Gautam, Vinay, Jeske, everyone here will agree that we should have been 2-1 up, 3-1 up. Haaland missing open goals, open. How do you open a door? That's how open the goals were. It was like we weren't bad defensively, zero defensive mistakes. Watras is good on free kicks, conceded one free kick in the entire first half. We conceded 2 corners in the entire first half. Excellent everywhere on a tough away day. Excellent in all departments. And yet we go 1-0 down. I mean, I was not able to digest the fact. I was not able to digest the fact at all that we went 1-0 down. Not able to digest the fact. How could he, I almost felt that, they say, हक नहीं है, कैसे 1-0 down होंगे हम, नहीं हो ही नहीं सकता. There are some scenarios you see and you say, just it's impossible, it can't happen at all. You are the better team, you just can't happen at all. But still, see, that was the that was the sadness. Why zero mistakes and still you're 1-0 down. But then second half came Jeremy Doku. I would say, saw that Jeremy Doku goal and I was like, I just stood up. Since Leroy Sané left, like Gautam said, since Leroy Sané left, haven't seen a player do that. Take on 2 players, dribble past 2 players in the box, and then put it past the goalkeeper. Haven't seen that courage, haven't seen that panache, haven't seen that passion to take the ball and to go past players. And we have had Raheem Sterling do that, but Raheem Sterling used to give the ball away. The beauty with Jeremy Doku here is not giving the ball away at all. He is not giving the ball away at all. He's knowing when to pass, when to dribble. A 21-year-old knowing when to pass and when to dribble is just outrageous. You're not allowed to know that at 21 years of age. This is outrageous from Jeremy Doku. Did not give the ball away a single time today. Every time he had the ball, made the right decision. When he dribbled, did not lose the ball. It went away for a corner or City retained the possession. Or else he passed it. Apart from that goal, Jeremy Doku did not make a single mistake today. We have a gem in Jeremy Doku, guys. We have unearthed a gem in Jeremy Doku. Sport Freak says, thanks. 1K soon. We will celebrate together. I know how much effort and pain it needs. You have a lot of dark days, brother. Thanks again, Sport Freak, for the support and all. Yeah, I mean, and like you're a content creator as well, and there are days, there are dark days, there are days when everything is going well for you, there are days when things are not going for you, but whatever it is, I would like to say the community has been superb. The community on this channel and the support has been superb during the lows, during the highs, every time. people have been for me in this channel. So it's all that the achievement is. I mean, if and when it happens, it's dedicated to the community. But we'll surely have a show and celebrate it together. I think the community deserves it to for us to celebrate it if and when it happens. Again, they're showing the goal. I'm just seeing the goal, and again I'm flabbergasted. Again, मुझे पता ही नहीं है. I just can't, understand where did it go wrong. Why did we concede that goal? You could say that we were in an attacking phase and transition. They did the transition and stuff, but didn't deserve to concede that goal. Didn't deserve to concede that goal. Haaland open chances missed. It's just been a superb match. It's just been a superb match. It's just been fantastic. It's just been that Jeremy Doku's goal. That's just class. That's just class. That is the sign of one of the best wingers. I mean, he's 21. He's just come into the league. I would not say he's one of the best wingers in the league already. That would be foolish of me. Can never say that. But but the courage, I mean, more than anything else, the intelligence Doku has shown for that goal is just superb. Again, Alvarez free kick, literally, it hit the post. I mean, 9.99 times out of 10, that goal goes in. That was one of the most perfectly struck free kicks you'd see. Ball curled at the last moment, no goalkeeper saving that. I mean, just imagine this. Haaland has missed 4 chances. We scored 3 goals, and Haaland has missed four open goals, 4 open goals. We scored 3 goals already. That is 7. Alvarez has missed a free kick. Alvarez free kick has been kept out by 8. Guys, I'm telling you, if this would have been 6, 7 goals, the entire Premier League would have been shocked. They might as well have stopped playing with us. West Ham away, always a tough game. Chelsea lost here with 10 men. With West Ham, I mean, West Ham defeated Chelsea with 10 men. West Ham played 40 minutes here with 10 men and won against Chelsea. Uh, Brighton lost comprehensively 4-1, 3-1, 4-1 or whatever against West Ham. Very tough ground to come, and yet we have actually done it. We've done it, and the goals as well, and the goals as well. People say I'm seeing a lot of pundits as well as rival fans, telling that without Erling Haaland, your City is nothing. You remove Erling Haaland, and the goals will disappear. One of the bad performances Erling Haaland will ever have in his career, and we would have still won the match without his performance. That is the class. That is the beauty of this team. They can hurt you from anywhere. It's just been a wonderful match. It's just been a superb match, and thanks a lot, guys, again for joining me. Thank you for all of the support. Thank you for all of the support, guys, and you can just enjoy the weekend. United lost, City won. Both the teams were trailing 1-0 at half. At halftime, so you can actually imagine where both the ships are going with the result. Both were 1-0 down at halftime, and where City went and where United went. So they're showing the Premier League table. Spurs have lost today as well. So they're showing the Premier League table. City played 5-1, 5 goal difference of plus 11 and 15 points. By the way, I think Sheffield United. I think Spurs drew. Spurs drew. I think Spurs drew. Spurs drew because Sheffield United didn't win. I had to check the final score, but I think Spurs drew today. Spurs drew. Anyway, guys, thanks.